Thank you for choosing Rust-Oleum Industrial Brands Concrete Protection Systems for your industrial maintenance project. Rust-Oleum's industrial flooring products are designed to reduce your preparation time, application time, and downtime while lengthening the lifetime of your industrial concrete floors. Rust-Oleum Corporation purchased Concrete Protection Systems, a company founded in 1984 and known for manufacturing high-quality toppings and coatings that could effectively protect concrete in even the most demanding industrial environments. Rust-Oleum CPS offers unequaled protection against chemical damage from literally thousands of industrial chemicals and the durability to withstand physical abuse from the most severe environments. While Rust-Oleum products are user-friendly, you should review the material safety data sheets, technical data sheets, application instruction guides, and label information carefully. Wearing proper personal protective equipment and adhering to sound safety procedures are necessary in any industrial setting. For all Rust-Oleum CPS products, hand mixing will produce inconsistent results and is not an approved method. Mechanical mixing is required. Before starting, make sure the materials, the surface, and the ambient air temperature fall within the published range for that product. No single facet of a concrete coating application contributes more to the success or failure of that application than the evaluation of the substrate and the proper surface preparation. The International Concrete Repair Institute has identified 9 distinct concrete surface profiles, or CSPs. These profiles replicate degrees of roughness considered to be suitable for the application of one or more of the Rust-Oleum Concrete Protection Systems coatings or toppings. Refer to the ICRI technical guidelines for selecting and specifying concrete surface preparations for sealers, coatings, and polymer overlays, guideline number 310.2-1997. The actual surface preparation method used may vary depending upon site conditions, performance criteria, and actual coating system selection. Contact Rust-Oleum Technical Services prior to starting the job if you have any questions. The recommended surface preparation method for the 8000 OverKrete HD slurry systems is ICRI CSP number 5, medium shot blast, or number 6, medium scarification. In this video, we will demonstrate the mixing and application procedures for the 8000 HD heavy-duty slurry systems, which also includes the 8200 HD, 8300 HD, and 8600 HD. The Rust-Oleum OverKrete and OverCoat heavy-duty 1/4 inch slurry systems are designed to withstand chemicals and severe mechanical abuse. These slurry systems are resin-rich and ideal for wet environments like food and beverage or chemical plants.
The next system we're going to show is going to be the 8000 HD. Now what we have here are 20 square foot kits. It comes in 20 square foot, 100 square foot, and 1,000 square foot kits. Same material, just packaged a little differently. The 20 square foot kits actually have the aggregate packaged within the kit itself. If you order the 100 square foot kit or the 1,000 square foot kit, you need to order the sand separately. It's not included in the pricing of the material. Order the sand separately for 100 and 1,000 square foot kits. Now, how much sand do you need for this system? This system, as a finished system, will take 2 pounds of sand per square foot. Okay? Approximately 1 pound of that gets mixed into the resin and the activator, and that's what makes our slurry. That's why we call these slurry systems. So where's the other pound come from? It comes from broadcasting into the system once we apply it to the floor. We're pre-mixing this a little bit, this resin a little bit, and then John will add the activator to it. We'll mix it up in a container for about a minute and a half or so, a minute to a minute and a half. He's going to transfer the materials into the 5-gallon bucket, and then we'll add the portion of sand to make our slurry. Once he gets that slurry mixed, you immediately come to the work area. That whole kit would be dumped out onto the work area, and immediately somebody would start screeding out. So we're going to set our screed rake for this system. Target is 1/4 of an inch. So for the 8000 HD, OverKrete HD, we're going to set the screed rake at 3/16. And when it comes to application with a screed rake, the least amount of pulls that you need, the better. You get it pulled out, you get it pretty close, and then the stuff will virtually self-level in most cases. For tight areas and terminations, smaller areas, you can always use a hand trowel. The alternative to smoothing out these screed lines that are in there is to use a smoothing tool. This particular smoothing tool is one that works very well. It's just a smoothing tool placed on an angle. Fairly rigid blade on there. And the way this tool is used is it's pressed down onto the surface, and in a sweeping motion, just work back and forth to try and push the resin and the sand. You don't want to just push resin into these grooves. You want to make sure you get sand pushed into them too. Use a smoothing tool like this or a hand trowel. Either one will work, but you want to take those large screed lines out of there before you broadcast sand. This is the spike roller that I talked to you about. It's just polyethylene spikes. This particular roller has 7/16 long spikes on them. And what this effect of this tool will be to help orientate the sand grains that are in there, to help release any air that might be trapped because of the mixing and troweling, and it will help even the resin on the surface. Now here's the broadcast of the sand. You see the sand goes up in the air. He's going to broadcast until he sees it turning white. See the sand changing the color. He'll do a large area, and then he'll come back and double check to make sure there's no wet spots. Now the broadcast aggregate is the same sand that we use in the blend. We use Wedge Run 480, 30 to 40 sphere or beaded washed silica sand. And again, the sand will be broadcast to the point of rejection into this base resin system that we've got down now. Total system, 2 pounds of sand per square foot. When you're ordering, depending on the size of the job, make sure you get 5 or 10% extra sand, because as you can see, it doesn't all go exactly in each square foot. Yesterday we showed you the application of the 8000 HD quarter-inch slurry system. It's cured overnight, and we're ready to sweep up the broadcast that we did into the top of the slurry. If you remember, we set our screed rake at 3/16. We broadcast the rejection with our Wedge Run 480 sand. Today we're going to be able to come in, we're going to sweep up the excess sand, and we're going to apply our glaze coat over the top. Make sure you're using clean brooms, protective booties, or make sure your shoes are clean so you don't track any dirt back onto the freshly broadcast surface. And all you need to do is sweep it up, vacuum the corners up, make sure there's no extra sand left on the floor, and you'll be ready for glaze coat. What we're going to show now is we're going to show the glaze coat for our 8000 HD system that we did yesterday. What we're using as a top coat for this application is our 8100S. Now you could use 8000S, but for this application we needed a little better chemical resistance. We're going to go with 8100S as the glaze coat over our 8000 HD. We add the activator to the base. We'll mix for about 1.5 minutes or so to make sure the base and activator are fully integrated together. We've got our 8100S for our glaze coat over our 8000 HD. We're going to dump it out in a ribbon across the surface. The idea behind this glaze coat is to help seal off that sand broadcast surface that we have. It's going to add to the aesthetics of the floor. It's going to give it a little better gloss, but it's also going to function as a glaze coat that allows you to have this floor much easier to keep clean. So we impart the anti-slip properties, but still make it a cleanable floor. Particularly good in food and beverage operations, anywhere there's harsh chemicals. The glaze coat, like many of our other 100 solid epoxies, at 70 to 75 degrees, you're looking at about 25 minutes of working time, plus or minus 5 minutes. So you really want to make sure that you get it spread out immediately after mixing, get it out of the container, get it spread out as quickly as possible, and back roll. We have a slight anti-slip finish on there. Very, very good for wet environments, for harsh chemical environments. For cleanup, you can use 160 thinner, xylene, or MEK to clean your application tools. Then dispose of the materials and packaging according to local, state, and federal regulations. You can foot traffic on this within 24 hours. Again, we're talking 70 to 75 degree temperatures. 2 days, light forklift traffic, normal traffic within a couple of days. Full cure is 4 days. For full chemical exposure, it's 4 days.
We hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please contact us at 800-553-8444 or rust-oleum.com/industrial. Thank you for choosing Rust-Oleum, the name that means protection.